Welcome to our Minecraft misadventures, folks. We're on a mission to trade our way to the top with local villagers, but it's like trying to get blood from a stone, or in this case, emeralds from a stubborn farmer. Our emerald supply is dwindling, and our crop trading is weak. Why? Because manual farming is slower than a zombie on Valium. Behold, our not-so-thriving crop fields. It's like watching paint dry, folks. We need an automatic farming system, pronto. Luckily, we are playing with a better Minecraft mod pack, which means we have some fancy tools at our disposal. So let's get our hands dirty and make some farming magic happen, or just automate it all and hope for the best. Now I have two ideas for getting emeralds quickly, and the first one we'll work on today, which is going to try and build something to automate this farming setup. The other option I've got, if you remember when we found that first mine with the spider cave, there is a spider spawner down there somewhere, and we could easily turn that into a string farm so that we can trade with our nice little farmer Catherine the Fletcher, because she now accepts string for emeralds, and this could be an easy trade. But now, first things first, we need to try and figure out how we are going to convert this little farming settlement into more of an automatic farming operation. To do that, we are going to have to build a building and install some rails to collect the crops that our farmers are so willingly farming for us. So let me go and get some resources, and we will start laying out the foundations of what we are going to build. I'm thinking that for this build we are going to use some stone, and the rounded stone bricks looks like a perfect brick to use in this little project. But just to break it down a little bit, I'm thinking, why not get something different for the cornerstones? And the creeper stone carving looks like that could be perfect. Now I'm thinking we need to try and get a new villager to take over Rosalind's carrot patch. Now I don't know whether this baby villager will be able to get in the minecart, but let's see if we can get this done. Oh, it's in! It's in! Oh yes, that's awesome. What's your name, little guy? Ruby. You're going to take over Rosalind's carrot patch. I'm telling you, you'll be happy. You'll have a pet as well. Yes, Rosalind adopted an aunt, and you will now become the aunt's parent. So let's go and see if you would like to take over the carrot patch. Nice. You're in. Now, I just need to get you out of the minecart without hurting you. Let's see. How do we do this? Oops. That's not cool. There you go. Ruby, I know you're still small, but there's a bed, and you can have this place all to yourself. I hope you enjoy your new home. Now, let me go and make further preparations for the new farm which you will be part of. Enjoy your stay. See you later. So first things first, I think we should lift this area up a little bit over here, just one block, and then we will build. Now the cornerstone for this build I'm going to do right here. Now let me just lay out the corners, but this one will just have to up it one because we are going to lift this area up by one. So what I'm thinking is something like this. Okay, so then I think we can just go around and place this pillars all around so that we can have an idea of where we are going with this. But first let me go and pick up some dirt so that I can level the ground. What? We've got a iron golem protecting our villagers. This is awesome. So if there's a golem here, maybe there should be babies. 2 babies and a grown-up Annika and Ali and Vernetta looking after the babies. That's so cool. Guys, where are you? Where are you? Lindsay and Brady, you guys are wonderful. Look at your family. Oh my goodness. We are going to have so many workers. You're just awesome. I love you guys. Now the difficult part is going to be to do this with as little interruption to the daily work of our villagers as possible. The first thing I'm going to do is to start filling up the area around here so that we can just get to the right level. And this is going to be kind of making double work for me, but it's something that has to be done. Now that I think about it, maybe we should start focusing on getting the new home for the villagers sorted out so that we can at least get the villagers in a safe space. So while the sun is going down, after I take a little nap under the stars, I will start doing that first. So our villagers are definitely not going to have big homes. Definitely not. This will be functional. And that's about it. Only functional. They just need to be able to survive in here. And pretty much a 2x2 home for each of them is going to be the order of the day. Just like so. We will keep a space open in the middle for us to be able to get to the top floor, because surprise surprise, there is going to be a top floor to this farming area as well. And then we need to figure out what the floors are going to be like for their little shacks. I found the perfect material for the floor. Just have a look at that. I'm sure the villagers will be very happy once they get to move into their new homes. It's going to be smaller than what they're used to, but beggars can't be choosers, and they are here to work, not to enjoy. They're here to work with us, and they will surely enjoy their tiny new living quarters. So now that we've got a little more resources, let's place the doors to the new houses which our villagers will be occupying. I know, I'm building really in a strange way, but who cares? I just need to do what needs to be done. How am I gonna get out of here? Of course. Oh, I can just open the door. And the last door, boom. Now let's build the walls like so. And then we can put in their windows. There's a window. Can you see it? Another window. And we can put a window here in the farmer village's house. It's going to be a little bit more complicated to build without causing the farmer to run away or anything. At least build up the walls. There we go, we are making good progress. Dum dum. And fill in those ones as well. But I think let's fill them in with this nice block that we got. And that's the walls pretty much done for. Now we need to decide what we're doing for the roof. Now I need to think of a way to finish this wall without letting the villager come out. Now if we break this, and if we are careful and we place a block for every block we break, we should be okay. Let's break that glass, and another one, and place a block there. No, 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 what are you doing? No! I didn't think about that now, did I? And now that villager is going to be mad at me because I struck it. I really didn't mean to, but it is what it is. Now let's see if we can get Eugene to go into his quarters, into his new house. Okay, so Eugene is in his house. Safe and sound. Now we just need to cover the roof and get the other villagers in their quarters. Hello Eugene, how are you doing? Yes, I'll come and cover you up just now. Don't worry, but first I need to break down your old house. Yes. Unfortunately, I know you've got memories, but don't fret about it. You will make new ones. And you will be back to work soon. Don't worry. So before we're going to move the other villagers into their homes, I would just like to finish a little bit of the ceiling for their homes, just to make sure they can't get attacked from above as well. So let me do that first, because I want to start moving their beds so that they can move into their new homes. And then once I'm done with that, we will start breaking down the old homes. Let's see if we can move this little villager friend of ours into their new home. Get up. I'll take your bed. And we'll put your bed in your new house so that you can have a peaceful night's rest. And once you're in there, I can lock you in. Nice. That's perfect. You're such a good villager. So we've got 2 villagers now in their homes, and that is a bargain. Moving day! Let's get our villagers relocated to their new living quarters. Ah, that's better. Our villagers have all been relocated, and now the real work starts. Let me go and clear my inventory, get a few tools, and I'll be back to demolish these old, ugly houses that the villagers used to call home. Okay, so let's get started in demolishing these homes. So that's 1 down and 3 to go. Taking a lot of time and resources, but we better keep going. Next one to go will be the beetroot farmer. Another house is gone. Now 2 down and only another 2 to go. So let's keep going. Almost there now. Almost there. One last house to break down. So that's all the houses gone. Now we need to deal with the crops that's growing in the area that we're going to use for the automated farms. Now that the crops are all dealt with, we need to level out and prepare the ground for the automated collection system. So we are making really good progress, but we need to go down even further. Oh my, looking back at the footage I noticed I've actually screwed myself over, because this should be the end of the farm, not this. So I've been digging out way more than I actually needed to, and now I'm going to have to fill that back up again. Oh my, how could I do that to myself? But we're making progress, so just keep going. But let me fix this part first, and then we'll continue digging out the area over there. So this looks better. Looks like I've fixed what I've broken. Now we can start laying down a floor in this area. But maybe I should just go and get rid of this golem, since it's there down in the water and it shouldn't be able to hurt us. And yeah, it's going to be in the way if I don't do anything about it. If I could reach it. Sorry friend, but you had to go. So what I'm thinking for this underground area, since it is underground, we're going to build everything out of dirt. So I've got some dirt brick walls that we could use, which I think looks pretty okay. And we can just fill up the walls with these dirt bricks. I don't know, I've got 3 or 4 stacks. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but we will just have to wait and see. So this looks perfect. Next up, we need to fill in the area where the rails is going to be. So now we need to figure out how we are going to do this. So I think the area between the rails, we're going to use these nice dirt blocks that I made, which will be ideal for flooring, or at least I think so. So the outside 2 layers will be with these smooth inlaid dirt. That's going to be our little walkway around the rails. There you go. We've got this part sorted. Now we just need to have a little passageway sorted out right here to go in between the cross section of the houses. And then we are done. Then we can start working on the platform where the rails is going to be situated. For the rail platform, I was thinking of using the same blocks than we've used on the homes for the villagers' floors. So this is beautiful. Now we need to find some rails to get this thing going. We must also bring some redstone blocks because we're going to need to power the rails as well, and I don't know whether I've got enough gold to make some extra powered rails. But we will have to see what we will have to see, because this operation's taking way too long and I need to start getting over and done with it. So, we've got the rails in for the carrot farm. So, I don't know whether that's going to be enough powered rails to keep the system going, but we are going to have to wait and see, because gold is scarce and I don't have a lot of gold available. But if we could maybe get the carrot farm going, that will be at least something for us to start working on. So now let's quickly remove these so that we can place hoppers in here. I don't know, I believe 2 hoppers is going to be enough. But if we have to, we can eventually add more. So we place the chests over there, then we get the hoppers to go into the chests like so and so, and we place the rails over the hoppers, and then we just need to see whether this is going to be a strong enough redstone signal to get the minecart going, or to keep it going. Let's see. Perfect. It looks like I could even get away with even less. Okay, so for now I think I'm just going to let the minecart come to a stop, and then we need to sort out the rest of these things. And it's going to kill me with resources, because that's the one thing that I don't have a lot of. But for now the concept is working, so let me continue and finish up the other 3 floors of this, and then we will start planting crops again. So I've got the minecarts in, I've got all the rails in, I've got the hoppers in, and it looks like everything is going smoothly. But let's just have a walk around, and it looks like everything's working perfectly. Oh yes, this is progress. This has been a long process, but it's working. So let's stop all the minecarts and see if they come to a rest. They should. And that's going to be a problem. That's definitely going to be a problem. But I think once we've covered up the area with dirt, those little pesky thingies won't be able to get in here. So now we need to start filling in this area. This should be the center. What I'm gonna do for the water source is just waterlog some leaves, because that will keep the water in, it will saturate the dirt and make sure that we can actually plant crops. The next part would just be to make sure that our little farmer villages is going to be safe. So we just need to put up a fence, make sure that the villagers can't escape and that the creepies can't come in. This is just the basics, what I'm going to do. We're going to make sure we've got plenty of access to get into the farm. So this looks good. The wheat villager would be safe in here, I'm pretty sure. Let's turn this soil into farmland and then get a few seeds planted so that the wheat can start growing, you know. The seasons are changing, and the seasons does prevent the crops from growing. So some crops grows better in certain seasons. Some crops don't grow at all in certain seasons. So we need to just get our ducks in a row. I think this area is ready to let the first villager come out. Just want to make sure it's lit up good enough so that nothing can spawn in here that shouldn't. And what is this block doing here? Look, just to double check, can this villager escape? It doesn't look that way, but I guess he's going to take a nap now anyway. But let's get this sorted so that we can start growing its crops. Hello Eugene, have a look at your new farm. Aren't you impressed? You better be, because I'm telling you, this is going to be great, and you're going to be able to give us so much wheat. So why don't you get to work? There's your work block. Can you reach it? There it is. Ruby, we're gonna have to see whether or not you are going to be... So, I don't... So I'm not entirely sure. With the job blocks in the wall like that, can the villagers... Oh yes, they can. But now I want you to be a carrot farmer, so I'm going to have to re-roll this. Come on, Ruby. We need you to trade us carrots. And I don't want to stand here all day getting you to the right trade. Come on, try again. Nope. Ruby, you're the cream of the crop, but how about turning into a carrot farmer now? Nope. Potatoes simply won't cut it. We want carrots. Nope. Even though avocados does look like a interesting trade, that's not what we want from you. Amazing, but let's get to the root of the matter and turn you into a carrot farmer now. Thank you very much. Ah, carrots! Now, I don't have any to lock your trades. That's a problem. But go on. If we have to change you again, we will. And this is the last crops. All our crops are in, and I can release the last villager into its workspace. And there you go. We've got all our villagers working, and now we just need to wait and see if they harvest the crops and the automated collection system actually does what it's supposed to do. Now, let me just get rid of this pesky little piece of work, because now, as you can see, this minecart has stopped running because that pesky mob crayfish has gotten in its way, and hopefully now that the whole area is covered up, they won't be able to get in here anymore. But let me just quickly run around and see if there's any more of them running around down here who is just looking to cause trouble for me. I don't see any. And let's see if there's any crops that's been harvested yet. Well, there's a wheat seed. Don't know whether I've dropped it or whether it's from harvest, but everything seems to be going well. So players, this is it. The first part of our crop farm has been finished, and now we just need to wait and see whether or not our loyal trusty villagers harvest our crops and let it be collected by the minecart system down below. So I would like to thank you for joining me in this episode. It's been a long one, it's been a tough one, we've done a lot of work, but I think this is going to be exactly what I need. We are going to have the villagers harvest the crops for us, and hopefully everything goes well. Guys, if you've liked this episode, please remember to leave a like and a subscribe, and I will definitely see you again in the next one, where we might just come and finish this build, because it's not done yet. There's still a little bit of work that needs to be done. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time, and have a lovely blast of a day. Goodbye.